Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, Sheila is first. Good to see you, Sheila. Thank you for joining us. Gloria Wells is on. Janet, giving you your hearts to you. CCCC, good evening. Alicia, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Reverend Vaughn Demetria Jackson, thank you for joining us. Good evening. Joe Griggs, hello. Thank you for joining us. Lorena, I love you too. Thank you, dear. DeJesus Stokes Shauna, good evening. Cynthia Andrews, good to see you, Cynthia. Good evening. Edna Williams, good evening to you. Eric, God bless you too, sir. Thank you so much. Good to see Vanessa Young. Thank you so much. Good to see Angela on. Happy Friday. Jean Coleman, hello. Snowy Polite, hello. Sister Lawanda Tillman, good evening to you. I guess there's no game tonight. Um, Ruby Jones Cummings, good evening. Good to see E. Joyce Paris. She is with us every single Friday evening. Good to see you, ma'am. Good to see Erla Webb from Pula. Linda Kelly, our favorite person from Reno, Nevada, is on with us. Good to see Brooklyn Law, previously Fay Law. Good to see you, ma'am. Hope you are doing well. Why'd you change your name? Good to see the Honorable Cynthia Elaine Jenkins, the recently re-elected Mayor Pro Tem of the city of Noonan, Georgia. Good to see you, ma'am. I hope you're doing well. Mary Helen Bright, hello. Good to see Pastor Candace E. Harnett on, and I hope that she is in the vicinity of a very special young lady named Maya. Hey, Maya, good to see you. Good to see Renee Queen on. We have not seen her on in a minute. Hope you're doing well, and we're waiting for you all to move to Savannah. Y'all promised. You and the husband promised. Good to see Aunt Ollie on with us. Good to see Mary Helen Bright, Maggie Sam from Stillwell. Good to see you. Good to see Lynn Brennan. And yes, the time got me messed up too. Good to see Cheryl Mitchell on with us. Thank you for joining us. John Day Alameda, good to see you, sir. Michael Robinson, hello. Good to see brother Maurice Oswell. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Luana Tillman. 4 more excellent years. Good to see Patricia Johnson. Thank you for your prayers. Tamika Hutchison, good evening to you. Dr. Priscilla Williams, good to see you as well. And Cynthia's daughter, Aja Johnson, today is her birthday. And so I want to wish her a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Aja, who works in Savannah, although Cynthia left us some time ago. Happy birthday to you. Good to see Angie Johnson on. Y'all go ahead and give some love to Cynthia so she gets some love. Good to see Angie Johnson on. And Joe, I'm excited about the next 4 years as well. And Barbara Kaufman is on from Virginia. She's in and out just saying hello. I hope that you're feeling better, and I hope your hand is still not uh, in the vertical position. Good to see Sunshine Tammy. Good to see Mary Ellen Helen Bright. Good to see Cassandra Harris. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Good to see Shara Stevens. God bless you. Good to see you on. Also, good to see the Honorable Glenda Jones, who is on with us. And she sent me a text. She'll catch up with me next week. So what does that mean? You're not going to be with us? I mean, what does that mean? I'm just wondering. Good to see Mary Helen Bright. Good to see Patricia Johnson. Jean Coleman, thank you. Sharonda Bowman, hello. Thank you. Vanessa Young, I appreciate it. Thank you. Good to see Brother Harry Thompson. Good to see you. Thank you. Um, and I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good to see the phenomenal Brent Grant. Hello, good to see you. Uh, hey, Jackie Bonner. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Mary Small is on with us. Good evening to you. Uh, Beatrice, good to see you. God bless you. Ethel Williams from the Highlands is on with us as well. Uh, Sean J. Christopher, good to see you. And man, I know I was close, but they had me locked up in these streets up here today. But good to see you, sir, and I'm glad you took care of our folks. Mary Helen Bright, Sarah Stevens, Liberty County's finest, Liberty City's finest. Good to see you. Patricia Johnson, hello as well. Uh, Laura Renee Smith from Central Pennsylvania is on with us on time, which means she didn't take her nap. So good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Um, Reba, good to see you. Jennifer Davenport, hope you're doing well, and I would like an update on how that package is how that package is doing. So let me know, okay? Mary Helen Bright, happy Thanksgiving to you. I appreciate that. Chanja Singleton John from Hinesville, Georgia, good to see you. Arlinda, happy Friday to you. Um, June wants to know what I plan to do about the homeless in the squares. Well, they have the right to be in the squares. Now they litter, but other people litter as well. Urination is illegal, and so if we see it, we'll deal with it. But you know, the reality is that they have a right to be in the squares. They have a constitutional right, and so we're not moving homeless people in the squares because they're homeless. That's just not what we're going to do. However, we have services. If they need them, we provide them. We count them. We know who they are. We know for the most part where they are. If they're conducting illegal behavior, then we will deal with the illegality of the behavior. But we're just not going to move people because they just happen to be in the squares. That's just not our city. That's not the way we handle people because these are people, June. And so it's a big problem all over the place. But I will tell you that we address each individual person for the issues that we have. As a matter of fact, we just opened up or completed our 46 tiny home projects for veterans. We have 40 more houses online to be built to deal with people that are homeless. Um, you know, you know, I mean, we have other people who litter, fight, and urinate downtown and throughout our city as well. So we're not treating them any differently because they're homeless. That's not right. That's not fair, and we're not going to do it. So I hope I've answered your question. Um, okay, Glenda's going to call me next week. Wow, Crystal Kaufman has joined us. Does that mean that Crystal is? Are you with mom and dad, or they left you hanging, Crystal? I need to know that. Um, Good to see Joyce Campbell on. Good to see Brother Richard Dinkins on. And right behind him, Joya Ellis Dinkins. I know y'all got that thing synchronized now. I know you do, because y'all are just too tight with it. Kathy Grant, good to see you. Marsha Scott, hello. And good to see Dr. Zadana Slay of Kentucky making your quarterly appearance. So I guess this is your last appearance for the year. Thank you. Um, thank you, Carol, for joining us. Um, yes, Sean, I will be back up here and I'll make sure to get by. Good to see Sister Barbara Foster. Good to see Tamara Lewis on. Thank you. And Gloria and Ronnie Wells are celebrating a 45th wedding anniversary. I'm going to give you some love and y'all give Gloria Wells some love. 45 years of being with the same person. 45 years. When you with somebody for 45 years, you know everything there is to know about them, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and y'all are still together. So God bless you all. Congratulations on your 45th wedding anniversary. I'm still going down. Um, Laura took no nap. Terica, um, You all right? I'm glad you're working. No worries, whatever. June, I think I answered your previous question. Um, I believe I answered it. If you've asked another question, I didn't see it. Selma, good to see you. Lisa Jones is on with us. Hello, thank you. Um, John wants to say hello to the group and invite us to the new opening of Rise Chicken and Biscuits coming back to Savannah in January. Um, we love Rise Chicken and Biscuits, and I was sorry it closed. You're a New York native. You lived in Savannah for 6 years, and you're back. So we will look forward to it. Let us know, and certainly if we could be there, we want to be there to celebrate uh, the new opening of Rise Chicken and Biscuits. Thank you very much. Um, it's about to get cold. You're right. Robert Small, good Friday night to you as well. John Wade, the mayor is from. I am from Brooklyn, and you're from Hollis. So we're both in Savannah. So we're going to keep our community together. Thank you so much, brother Trey Brizard. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. I'm trying to catch up, y'all. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. Let me see. Um, and you plan to open in late December. Let me see. I missed some. All right. And the queen herself is on. Um, the Honorable Katina Pollen. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. The elevator herself, what we call her. Um, Good to see Shauna Kennedy on as well. Lily Reddick, thank you for joining us. Dana, hello. Andrea Lynn Hargrove, good to see you. Crystal is with mom and dad. Crystal, you are almost 40 years old. You got to look. They don't always want you around. They really don't. I mean, they don't want to tell you that, but they really don't always want you around. Because see, when you get ready to dip and leave them, you are gone, and they can't find you. So, I just wanted to tell you that. Shauna is working in marketing, already marketing arena, her second job as well. Uh, Good to see Trish Howard on. Thank you. Um, Good to see Quadre Najee. Thank you for joining us. Hiller Roberts, good evening to you. Um, John is going to open late December or January. Um, well, John, late December is generally, I go offline late December, so you might want to try January. Good to see Mama Julia Carter on with us. So we're going to give her some love just because she is. So y'all give Julia Carter some love. And Dr. Slay, this is your last virtual appearance, okay? Bonnie, good to see you. Jude says it's not that they're homeless, they break the law daily. The squares are a huge tourist attraction and it feels unsafe. You witness crime in the squares daily. All right. So it's not they homeless, they break the law. So as I said, if they break the law, then we'll deal with the issues that break the law. But I will tell you that people all over the city litter, and I've seen people all over the city urinate. Both are illegal, and so I think as we see it, as we notice it, we'll address it. I'm more concerned about keeping people safe than I'm concerned about being a huge tourist attraction. If people come to see Savannah, June, with all due respect, they come to see us as we are, and we're not moving people out of the way so the tourists feel comfortable. That's just not our city. That's just not who we're going to be. They're humans. They're human beings. They're squares. Those squares are our squares. Those squares are their squares. And so, as long as they're not bothering anybody, as long as they are not breaking the law, they have a right to be there. And if you witness crime in the squares daily, then I would suggest you call the police and report the crime and let us deal with the crime. But them being in the square and making people, making tourists feel unsafe is to me unacceptable and a non starter for me. Those are human beings. and they can stay in the squares as long as they want to. Not only because that's how Savannah is, but it's because the Constitution says they can be in public spaces. So I hope that you don't take my response for being curt, but I mean the reality is that people have the right to be, and so you know we'll deal with the lawlessness. I will tell you, all homeless people don't break laws. Just like I would tell you, a lot of people that have homes um, um, don't break the law. I mean, I think we have to be very clear. So we'll deal with the issues of violations of law as they occur. We have stepped up our services to people who are homeless to give them opportunities that go to day centers, give them opportunities to get help if they need it, food if they need it, and all of those things. But um, you know, I mean, to me, our residents, to include those that are homeless, are really more important than those who visit us. So, but next time you see a crime in the square, since you see it daily, I would suggest you go ahead and call the police. Okay. All right. Good to see Arlinda on as well. Hey, Arlinda. Uh, Terica wants to get married in the downtown square. Um, if you want to reserve the square, there is a permit fee that's required for you to get married in the downtown square. So you can call our special events office and you can get all the information you need about being married in a downtown square. Are you trying to get married in a downtown square, Terica? Good to see Grace Orr. Thank you for joining us. Um, Evangelist Taylor Addison, hello. Hope you're doing all right. Hello. And Selma is a Georgia peach, but she's Brooklyn in the house. Good to see Jacqueline Tomlin on. Good to see you, Jackie. Thank you for joining us. Good to see Jacqueline Jones White on. Good to see you as well. Bonnie is home for the holidays. Welcome home, Bonnie. We are hoping that you enjoy um, home, wherever home is, um, as well. And um, I will tell you, June. I mean, I can't break people, fix people littering. I just can't. That's behavior. But anyway, Red Strawberries. Good evening. Good to see Lee Robinson Graham. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sydney Robinson. Hello, Dana. Hello. Good to see Trish and good to see Julia Bright Dinkins as well. Talk a little bit about that. Um, Let me see. Good to see Mama Marsha on. Good to see you. Good to see Dr. Larry Murray on. Has joined us. Good to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well. I appreciate your love, your prayers, and your support. Thank you so much. Um, Bonnie, thank you. Lamb Hong, good to see you. Carolyn Scott. I finally saw Carolyn Scott like for the first time in a long time um, on Veterans Day. Um, Quadri, I do agree with you. Good to see Phyllis Harris. Thank you for joining us. Um, and Bonnie has a point there. Um, Linda, thank you. Terica's going to get married in the square. Let me know. I might even perform the ceremony for you, Terica. Um, Good to see Shirley Spears on and Dennis. Thank you so much. Mary Cherry's on. Good. And Daviana's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Daviana. Thank you. Marsha Silverman. Good to see you. And all of you, you know what it means. It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm talking a little bit low because I'm not in my space. But it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. And you know what happens on Friday. It's Friday. You know what happens on Friday. And as you could tell, I'm a little bit on location. I'm somewhere else. Good to see Vernice Bassett on. I was off doing other things, and having a good time, have a good time. But I told him I had to go. I had to go. Um, you know, uh, um, it was it's Friday night. I had some stuff to do. I had to get to where you all are. Hey, Demetrius, good to see you. Good to see Elise on as well. Thank you all so much. It's Friday night, and so you know what we want you to do, right? So we want you to like the post. We want you to share the post. That's what we do every Friday night. Like the post, share the post. We are not selfish with our love, and this is what we do on Friday night. So as long as you all come, as you know, I told you I will come. And so I am honored by your presence. I am honored that you are here. Um, I am honored to be among you, all you great people. So thank you so much. So we do that. Um, and uh, second thing we do is Friday. So, hey, Lakeista, we show some love to Tara and Tara Strong, hashtag Tara Strong. Three green apple hearts, and then that red heart for Friday Night Live. Y'all know we show our girl Tara some love, and we appreciate her and the journey that she is on. And so, thank you, thank you, thank you. Always good. Um, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Patty is at home, and so we're glad Patty is not on the Space Coast. She is home. So let me see. Angela Kirkland is on. Barbara Pinckney, good to see you. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a little bit, John, and all of you. Um, John says he was once homeless. So, to your point to say nobody on here was homeless, John just told you he was homeless. And we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. Um, y'all done gave me, y'all done gave me my topic. Moima Johnson, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us as well. Um, so yeah, we're showing love to Tara. Rita Robinson, thank you so much. Glad to see you. Um, Good to see Dr. Andrew Young, sir. Good to see you. Good to see Miss Alvernia Jackson. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, and here we are, right? Friday Night Live. Here we are, uh, in November the 17th, 2023. And here we are, week number what? 191. 191 straight weeks. 1,339 days. 3 years, 7 months. 43 straight months and 30 days every single Friday night. If you come, I am here. And we have been together. We have built community over the last 4 years. It has been absolutely amazing being with and being around you. Thank you so much. I am so appreciative of all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have done this together. We have done this together. And I appreciate all of you coming every single Friday. And when we stop, you're still there. Thank you. And so I said, as long as y'all came, I will come. And y'all are here. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, Thank you. Thank you. Week 191, and many of you have written with us the entire time, and I'm so grateful for all of you. The longest situationship, the longest relationship. No matter where I am, you are with me, and no matter where you are, we are together through technology, building community. Friday Night Live. Camila was late, but we'll give you a hall pass and let you in. So come on in, Camilla. It's okay. We love you. We know you tried to get here. So um, I want to talk a little bit about where we were, and let me preface it with the latter first. Um, literally in a little over a week and a half, um, this year is over. 2023 is gone, and we will be looking forward. with God's grace to 2024. And last Friday, week from Friday, I think it was Friday, I was going through TV channel surfing, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the cartoon version, came on, and I was flabbergasted, and I tried to uh, go past it, and then uh, I went back, and I found myself regressing back to my childhood, and I found myself watching in its entirety the cartoon How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and it took me back. Um, it took me back to my childhood. It took me back to um, very happy times um, in my life. I appreciate that. Um, but in the midst of that, I realized I went everywhere and I walked around. I saw Christmas trees up, and I saw uh, the the pickings and the preparations for Christmas. And I found it kind of interesting because the interesting thing about it was is that we're waiting to get to Christmas, and we haven't even gotten through Thanksgiving yet. And so um, it reminded me, and we'll talk a little bit about it. But I think the subject tonight is let's not be so in a rush to get to Christmas that we forget to be thankful. Here we are, we're already looking beyond the designated time of being thankful. We're already moving forward, talking about the times of exchanging gifts and the Festival of Lights, if you celebrate Hanukkah and all of these things. But then, we sometimes we look so far ahead that we forget to be thankful for the things that are right here in our face. We forget to be thankful for the blessings that we have that precede any gift that we might get. We forget to be thankful and show thanks for things just as they are. Um, be thankful for the journey that we've traveled. Be thankful for the people we've encountered. Be thankful for the things that are very important to us because we're in such a rush to get to um, Christmas or Hanukkah. So busy to get to the new year that we forget to be thankful for right now. And so I guess I want to use just my few moments about that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Sarah, and we love you. Know that we do. Um, but hey, brother, uh, Keith Kimball. Keith Kimball said, "Don't forget his birthday. He's a Thanksgiving baby." But let's remember how to be thankful for where we are. And as again, I think we sometimes look so far over, looking so far over that we forget be thankful where we are. And we certainly have a lot to be thankful for. Sarah, we're grateful that Sarah made it through. She was going through cancer. She said she met us when she was um, uh, going through breast cancer treatment. She is now cancer free, and that we helped her. We helped her. People she didn't even know that we helped her to endure hard times. I'm grateful for that. That's the kind of stuff that we are. Before we look forward to those things, let's just be grateful that Sarah is okay. Let's be grateful that Keith's birthday is on the 25th. You know, let's be grateful that this was a hard year for some people who felt like they were going to lose their mind, and yet they're still here. Let's be thankful that there are people who have broken hearts that are healing. Let's be grateful that we do have food, and we do have shelter, and we do have clothing. And let's be thankful that we are finding ways to help people who want help that find themselves in very, very hard times. Which is why we're not going to, because we're thankful for our homeless people. We're thankful because we know that they're people. We know that they mean something. They're precious in someone's sight. And be it without the grace of God, many of us might find ourselves in those situations, which is why, we're not going to move people out of the way to make it aesthetically pleasing for people who come and visit here. No, if you want to see Savannah, you want to see all of Savannah. And yes, we have homeless people just like everybody else. And we're not going to fake the funk, and we're not going to treat them as if they're inconvenience. We're going to treat them as if they're an opportunity to be able to help. That's what we're going to do in this city. And so we're grateful for them. Sometimes we're even grateful for some of the hard things or some of the difficult things. Um, Today I was trying to do something and it didn't really work out, so it's kind of bad news, um, you know, for me. But then, in a way, I mean, I was just thankful for the opportunity to try. I was thankful for it. I mean, I think maybe it's the older you get, but it's just I said, hey, thank God anyway. You know, I mean, a little disappointed, but it was like it's okay. Um, be thankful for the things that we do have. Um, and so I don't want us to rush to do that. Debbie Williams Walker, Debbie Williams Walker, Debbie Williams Walker is on, and Debbie Williams Walker, Laura Smith wants to know why she's reached out to you on several occasions. You have not reached out for back to her. So Laura Renee would be very thankful if you would respond to her messages, please. If you would be kind and be able to do that, okay? Evangelist Taylor Addison is on with us. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Um, and of course, we are all so grateful for Miss Sadie Campbell, 99 years old. Let's go ahead and make sure y'all give Miss Sadie a bunch of love. We love Miss Sadie. She is our elder, our senior Friday Night Liver. And she's with us as much as she wants to be with us. And I appreciate her and her encouragement. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, Miss Sadie. So glad to have you with us. Terica says yes, so she's grateful for the simple but powerful positive things. Um, and see, Chad Howard turns 50th on the 27th of November. Well, guess what? We are grateful for Chad Howard turning 50 on the 27th of November, and we're grateful that Chad Howard is 49 today, right? And that's what we're working on. Some of you are familiar, well, of course, most of y'all were familiar. We had a really interesting year on my front. Y'all know how my life was over the last year or so. We were involved in a very contentious campaign, um, and we were really working hard. And guess what? We did all right. We came out with 77% of the total vote in a third person race. We won every single precinct. I'm grateful. I am thankful. I can't get to Christmas because I'm being thankful today. Um, thank you so much, Latasha. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. And good to see Minister Deborah Grant on with us. Thank you. Um, and we should show love each and every day. Shirley Spears, thank you. I'm not trying to rush. Carolyn, thank you. Um, Jean, thank you. Um, Evangelist Addison was homeless with kids in 1990, being put out of shelter from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Ran into hard times. Her kids have grown now, and she is back on her feet. See, that's what I'm saying. Um, that we're grateful for Evangelist Taylor Addison. So, what if her and her kids were out in the park and we just moved them out of the way because, you know, no, 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 we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Good to see Quincy Hills, thank you. Dana, thank you. We are grateful for you too. Patricia Johnson, thank you. Tia, thank you. Um, I know for me, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Quincy. I know that I was grateful to see my mother on election night. My mother and my aunts and my sisters, um, and 18 of them came down from New York to surprise me, and I was thankful for that. I was thankful um, to be able to have people to care enough about you to come down and see about you. Um, I was a bit flabbergasted, a bit caught off guard, but um, you know, we're thankful for them. Good to see Charlinda Warner on. Charlinda Warner is our lupus warrior. She suffers from a condition called lupus. And so life is sometimes very challenging and difficult for her. She served our country mightily, and yet she suffers from this ailment. And so, we're thankful for her. We're thankful for her journey. We're thankful for the days when she don't really feel like it, but she gets up anyway, and she's out there trying to help other people learn about this disease, lupus. Good to see Kathy on as well. Alan Wright, good to see you, sir. Thank you. John, if you would, if you would inbox me, I will point you in the direction. Good to see Michelle and Mr. Bill on. Thank you so much. Always good to see you. Um, thank you. Um, and Kathy Boggs, it was your vote that took me over the top. I appreciate that, Kathy. Um, let's see. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Um, Marjorie Young is at the Savannah Film Gala. Well, obviously, I could not be there. Um, and Miss Sadie is in Rome, Georgia. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, we have to be grateful for things, as they are. And you know, and we rush sometimes so much. Um, we rush this so much to get to the end that we don't appreciate the journey. Um, and that's what I've learned. I think it took me forever to get there. Good to see Virginia Edwards Maynard. I'm thankful for her. I mean, what a pioneer, our first African American female school superintendent who left a legacy on her petite shoulders. But yet, she's done that. I'm thankful for her. I mean, I bet if we could think about it, about the things we're thankful for, we might want to stew in this season of thankfulness. Thankful for those that have, you know, served our country. Also thankful for those who, um, you know, that mean so much to us, and really thinking about those blessings and really counting them. So I'm just saying, um, I want us to be, um, you know, to do this. Um, so, um, well, June, I'm not going to get in the middle of you and Dr. Slade's um, discourse. You said you'll question this merit at any point in time you're choosing. Well, and I gave you an answer. And so I hope that you accept the answer in the spirit that it was given. We will not treat people like rag dogs. We will not treat people like trash. We will not treat people like inconvenience. We won't move them because it makes folks feel uncomfortable. There are plenty of opportunities if you would like to help that we could point you to be able to help people that are in need. So I hope you got my answer, which is my right to give you the answer. Dana, this is her first Thanksgiving without her father, but she's thankful she had him. So I'm gonna give her some love. Dana, let's give Dana some love. Her first without her father, but she's grateful she had him. Right? So that's cool. Gonna give her some love. Keith Kimball has both his parents, 86 and 85 years old. And so that is a blessing, Brother Keith. As a matter of fact, I lost a very important father figure to me this week. 93 years old, 93 years old, but a great man and certainly a very powerful presence in my life. And so we lost him this week, but a good man. I'm grateful for him. Good to see Pastor Thurman Neal Tillman of the First African Baptist Church on. And Pastor Tillman, if I were you, you can watch whatever you want to watch on TV because there's no gala tonight and Golden State is not playing tonight. So Sister Tillman has released the TV to you. So I want us to practice um, Thanksgiving. And I think back to my earlier point, to not be such in a rush to get there, to get uh, back to where we are. That we're not going to be such a rush to get to Christmas, get to so rushed that we want to turn the page that we forget to be thankful for where we are right now and be thankful for the road that we traveled. There was a lot of people that didn't make it. They were here in January that are not here anymore. And so I want to be thankful for their journey, but thankful that I'm still on the journey, right? And I think we have to be able to do that. Thank you, Brother Keith. Marsha says it's her second without her father. She had for 63 years. Um, and 80, her 86-year-old mother is still with us. So um, Marsha, to Marcia, thank you for sharing. Mary Helen, thank you so much. Yeah, we're not going to treat homeless people in your kind of way. We're not going to do that. And so I want us to just really enjoy. Quadri is grateful for all the men and the women who will spend the holidays away from home. I agree. I'll amen that because it's hard. It's hard being away for the holidays, being away from your family, and so we send some love. Yes. Well, Trish, I am grateful too. I'm grateful that um, in our city. Good to see you, Pastor Cummins. Thank you. I'm grateful that hey, not only did we get elected in, we got elected in overwhelmingly, and so the team that's worked so hard to be able to serve, we'll have 4 more years to continue to serve, and so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for those individuals. I'm grateful for the work that we have done, and I'm grateful for the work that we will have to do, and I'm grateful for the fact that the work will be done. So, thank you. Um, Ernestine is late. Yes, you missed the time change. Lisa Wiggins is on. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Again, I mean, my sleeping is still messed up. I think partly because of the time and partly because before the election, I wasn't sleeping hardly at all. Um, and so now I find myself getting up all times at night and then not being able to go to sleep. It's really been somewhat difficult. Um, hey, Barbara. Yeah, we're back at 8 o'clock. As we said, we would start at 8 o'clock. Um, and so we're grateful for that. Harry Thompson's parents are celebrating their 66th wedding anniversary today. So we're going to give some love to them. 66 years old. Um, and our Linda is grateful um, for walking on earth another day. We appreciate that. Um, so right now, Margie, the new time is 8 p.m. I know I have some running around that I have to do, so I'm going to try to stick to 8 o'clock. Um, yeah, my friend and frat brother, Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell, good friend of mine, um, and the new city council members over in Seattle, Washington. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, yeah, we're grateful for those opportunities. We are very grateful for them. So good to see Natalie Tate. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Stony, my beautiful niece is on. Good to see you, sweetie. Um, and she came and surprised me. Um, and so always happy to see her as well. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Let's not be in such a rush to get to Christmas that tomorrow, next month, that we forget to be thankful now. And Thanksgiving is not a day. Thanksgiving is a spirit. It's an attitude, and we should always have a spirit of Thanksgiving. And I am grateful for all of you and for the spirit, the things that you all brought to my life, for you to think of me, pray for me. I appreciate you getting up and creating opportunities to support me, to be encouragement. You don't know sometimes what people are going through. You don't know what kind of hell people have gone through. And yet we've been able to build community, to be able to uplift people and encourage people and help them feel better, even if we have not changed the thing. Um, Even if we can't change the thing, sometimes how we feel about it, knowing that somebody cares, is extremely important. So I wanted to talk about that. Um, So, any questions, anything? I mean, this is your time. Um, as I talked about being thankful. If there's some question about the city that you want to know about, this is your opportunity to be able to do it. We are in the middle of our budget hearings. We want to invest this year in our employees. We want to pay them. Um, you know, uh, and so thank you, Miss Shirley Spears. I thank you so much. Um, But yeah, we want to pay our employees. We want to pay them a livable wage. We want to pay them a fair wage because this helps us to attract and retain the best. We're not raising taxes this year. We're not drawing down on our reserves this year, and so we're hoping to be able to pass this budget by the December. First meeting in December, and so we're doing that. Savannah also has a Monopoly game, y'all. We have our own Monopoly game, Monopoly Savannah Edition. Now, when I posted that, Cheyenne, I ain't listening to you. I'm gonna get Glenda, but um, we have Savannah. Um, we have Savannah. We appreciate that, Marsha. We appreciate that. But what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So there are people who are saying, I have a Pula game, I have this game, I have an Atlanta game. No, this is the Savannah edition. There are only six of them in the country. Savannah is the only one in Georgia. We have a licensed Monopoly game, licensed by Hasbro, Monopoly game. So that's very important. I mean, people could make other board games. Excuse me, or they could put them wherever they want to put them. But I will tell you that our board game, the Savannah game, is a licensed Hasbro game. And so you can get them all over the place. Go ahead and get your Savannah Monopoly game. And I want to tell you, um, well, Ernestine, that's why we want to pay you more, but you deserve to be treated with respect. And if you're not, let us know. And there are ways to be able to deal with that. There is a chain of command, and we will help you to deal with that. Uh, on Thursday and Friday, city offices are closed. As we celebrate the holidays, some years ago, city employees opted to take off the day after Thanksgiving and work Columbus Day. And so we worked Columbus Day and we take off the day after Thanksgiving. So for a lot of people, it's a 4-day weekend at least. For many others, it's much more than that. So very excited about that. Hopefully, an opportunity for us to get some rest as well. So also on Friday, thank you, Tree. On Friday at 5:30 p.m. Let me check to make sure. Um, well, Ernestine, inbox me, and if you go make an issue of it, we can make an issue of it. So, but on next Friday, the 24th at 5:30, we are lighting the Christmas tree at Bull and Broughton. Okay, Bull and Broughton. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ernestine, inbox me. Okay, inbox me. Um, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. So, Trish asked, "Am I going home for Thanksgiving?" I am hoping to go home for a couple of hours on Thanksgiving. I have some responsibilities here, so I'm hoping to be home long enough, excuse me, for my mom to cook for me, and I'm gonna get back to the work. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Anybody else? Anybody else? You know, we want to make sure that we get all your questions in. And if you want us to continue to meet, we will continue to meet. We will continue to be together. We will continue to stay together. Um, Tam Tam, oh Tam Tam Reed's on. Okay, and thank you, Vanessa. Excuse me. Um, hey Z, good to see you. Love you too. Hope you're doing well. He said one more yawn. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Um, Carolyn wants to know, did I save your shirt? Yes. Well, I think I did. Next time, is Friday night live. Harry's gonna be at 8 o'clock. Um, Good to see Mama Marsha. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Jean Coleman. I'm going to try my best to get some rest. Miss Alvernia says she appreciates me, but she says it is time for me to say good night and get some rest. That's what she said. Um, don't stop it. Y'all making me yawn. See, Marsha is yawning. Barbara, thank you all so much. Um, how long I've been on? Let me see. Because I'm going to cheat y'all. I've been on for 53 minutes and 3 seconds. So I have to get all the way to, um, I have to get all the way to it, right? Is that how it goes? Let me make sure I got it. Somebody's yawning. Can I keep yawning? Stop it. Y'all stop. Whoever's doing it, stop yawning. Y'all make me yawn. Um, Sharon Bellinger, thank you for joining us. Hello. I'm not hard headed. I'm not hard headed. So, anyway, I want to thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a good. Um, Stody says she understands. That's right. You best is 5. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining us. I'm not taking the old lady naps. Um, Michelle, thank you. Tam Tam Reed, I'm glad you're behaving. Thank you, Norma. I appreciate you. I am grateful for you. Daryl, thank you. The old folks used to say that every day is a day of Thanksgiving, every day. And I bet you if you take a moment to think about the things that you're grateful for, I think that you would be talking and thinking and writing down from quite some time because we have all a lot to be very, very grateful for. So thank you. Glad that you joined us. Thank you for joining me on location. I'll be back in the saddle shortly, but thank you for allowing me the opportunity to be with you, share with you, and spend some time with you. I'm Van Johnson. Thank you for being Savannah Strong. Good night, everybody.